Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Dababy. We gotta see what's gonna happen with his career after all this controversy. And then also, I just want to do a reading quickly on Nicki Minaj to see, why did she go on Instagram and ask people if they know the best personal shopper, administrative assistant, and stylist. So I just want to see what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? She's getting a new team, and why did she do it on Instagram? Because she's at that level where she can hire somebody to do something like that for her. Somebody on the team, unless she's getting rid of her team. We don't know. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications, okay? So let's start off with this. What is going to happen with Dababy's career moving forward? Dababy. What's going to happen with his career moving forward? After all this controversy, what is going to happen with Dababy's career? Ooh. Dababy's career. What is going to happen with Dababy's career after all this controversy? I'll be honest with you. It does seem like there will definitely be a shift, okay? There will definitely be a shift in his career. The Three of Swords, this talks about endings, okay? So it seems like, he's still going to get that support from his hardcore fans. And then also he's going to still be working, but the hype for Dababy might die down. He was getting that hot hype. He had that top 10 record with Dua Lipa. He was on his way to being mainstream. That's going to take a shift. Okay, so the Three of Swords, this talks about an ending of something. This talks about pain. He caused a lot of people pain. This talks about hurt. He has hurt a lot of people's feelings. He caused a lot of people's pain. And generally, it looks like, the way people are receiving him now, they don't feel like he's genuine. Okay. We also have the King of Swords in reverse. This talks about a misuse of power. Okay, people pulling strings behind the scenes. I told them to be careful, okay? And in my video that I did before, the one with Cardi and Dababy, I even said, like, people are gonna side-eye you. You gotta be careful. The Knight of Wands in reverse, this talks about, chaos. This talks about feeling burnt out. But this also talks about people messing with his money, okay? People messing with his money. The Eight of Cups in reverse, this talks about trying one more time, not giving up, but then eventually walking away. So it seems as though, he's going to try to recoup his losses. He lost a brand deal, so he's going to try to recoup his losses, but eventually he's just gonna, let, I guess, people forgive him on their own time. Okay. And then we also have the Five of Swords. This talks about past resentment, people having resentment towards him. So this definitely will shift his career. I will say he's going to keep working and, trying to regain those fans. But ultimately, it seems like people are going to shift from, trying to back him, because he was from the new school rappers, he was one of the biggest. It was like him, Dababy, Little Baby, and Roddy Rich, so it's gonna shift. Okay, we also have, the High Priestess. This talks about a connection. Okay, this talks about not having those connections you once had. The people behind the scenes building those relationships, some of those might go to sour. Okay, so he may not have those same relationships that he did before with certain people behind the scenes. So it does seem like his career is going to shift, okay? He'll still be working, you know, providing for his family, because that's ultimately his goal, but it does seem like it's going to shift, okay? Well, this controversy, oop, let's get that. Will this controversy affect his album sales? I want to see if that's going to affect his. It looks like it definitely will affect brand deals. Okay, will it affect his album sales the next time he puts out an album? Yeah, he's gonna have to start a new beginning. Okay, it looks like it definitely will affect his album sales. It looks like he has a good savings though. The Four of Pentacles, this talks about savings, this talks about moving forward. So it looks like he has money in the stash, but it definitely will affect his sales. The Death card is here in reverse. This talks about starting a new beginning. So he's gonna have to start a new beginning. The Queen of Swords talks about direct communication, people telling him to right his wrongs, you know, maybe do something for the gay community. It looks like they're telling him to kind of right his wrongs. And then the Six of Swords, this talks about success, public recognition. So it looks like he's going to regain a few fans. Some people are going to still look at him sideways. He's going to gain, you know, some of the fans back. People are going to forgive him, but it definitely will shift his career. Okay, and the Ace of Wands, this talks about a lack of potential growth moving forward. So it doesn't seem like he's going to get to that place of how he was before. And the shift is going to happen slowly. So you may not see him, you know, on the street. Obviously, he has money still, but it's almost like people are going to slowly stop playing his records. And he's going to have to try to rebuild those relationships again, because there's a lot of people behind the scenes, you know, that we don't see in the general public that are offended by what he said. Okay? But there's definitely going to be a shift. It does look like it's going to affect his album sales, though. It does look like it. Let's see. Why is Nicki Minaj trying to hire an administrative assistant? Nicki Minaj. Why is she trying to hire an administrative assistant? Okay, so it seems as though she's gonna start a new venture, some way, shape, or form, a new business venture. Okay, and she needs help. The Death card is here. Okay, she's gonna make a shift somewhere in her career. The Death card is here, so she needs help. She's trying to get things organized. Okay, then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It talks about greed. This talks about a bad investment. So it looks like, you know, she's trying to recoup some sort of loss. Okay, it looks like she might have taken a loss and is trying to recoup. Okay, the Knight of Swords, this talks about driven to succeed. Okay, this talks about driven to succeed, like no matter what, I'm going to push forward. So it looks like she's thinking about starting her own business of some sort, and she needs help. She needs people on her team. The Ace of Wands, this talks about growth. This talks about potential. We also have the Six of Wands in reverse. This talks about when, you know, you achieve something, but it's in private, okay? So it may not be something that she announces. She's going to be achieving certain goals, but she's not going to announce them all because she knows people are watching. So the Six of Wands, that talks about private achievement, okay? And then the Eight of Cups, it talks about walking away from something. So it looks like she could be preparing, and I hate to say it, she could be preparing for her transitioning period from, moving out of music. I would say moving out of doing albums all the time. I don't think she's ever going to stop doing features like that. I feel like, that may come in the next couple years, but I think she's going to continue to do features as of right now. But I think there's going to be a shift where she's just going to be focusing on other things, and she needs help. She needs people on her team that are going to help her. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It does look like, she's gonna be getting rid of people though. It looks like she might made a transition from who's gonna be working with her. It does look like she might have gotten rid of somebody. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks like she might have gotten rid of somebody. Let's see. Why did Nicki Minaj hire a new stylist? Nicki Minaj, why did she hire a new stylist and personal shopper? Why is she looking for a new stylist and personal shopper? Okay, so she feels like, she wasn't giving her all. This talks about not giving her all when it comes to looks, okay? So the judgment card is here. This talks about people judging you. Some of y'all were saying how you guys were critiquing her on Twitter. That's why she don't like Twitter, okay? Because y'all be doing the most. The King of Cups, it talks about creativity. She's working on something. Okay, so she wants to, have her looks look different from everybody else. It looks like she's working on something. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, this talks about short-term reward. People noticing it, some people may not know there's a big difference, but it looks like she's trying to be more creative with her looks. And she wasn't satisfied. She wasn't satisfied about some of her pictures. That means she might have posted, some of the looks. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I think it was like a few months ago I said I didn't like some of the looks. I told y'all that, and y'all were like, oh, well, she just does this for fun. It don't look fun to me, okay? It don't look fun to me at all. The Devil card is here. This talks about detachment, okay? That talks about detachment. And then we have the Ten of Wands. This talks about carrying the burden. So she feels like, she always has to kind of look top tier. And it doesn't look like she was fully happy with, the way her looks were coming out. It does seem as though is something in regards to a project, okay? So she's working on something. She wants her looks to look different from everybody else. She doesn't want to be compared. It's going to be like, wow, that's Nicki Minaj. And then we also have the Sun card. This talks about a positive outcome. So it looks like she's working on a bunch of different things, okay? And she needs help. She needs a decent team. I think she needs a team that, has longevity, though. It can't be a team that, you get rid of every couple years. I think the team needs to have longevity because, people talk, okay? So I think she needs to make sure that, they're on their P's and Q's. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. And I will see you in the next video.